We are now in part 5 session. In part 5 session, we are going to start the new topic which is inverse trigonometric functions. If you see in the lower class, you have heard the word inverse. Inverse means usually what we will do, we will write the power in the minus. Isn't it? So, but here we are going to deal inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, how the trigonometric function, if it is inverse, how with that we are going to learn in this topic. Clear? Now, exercise 4.4 is full of inverse trigonometric functions. Now see, the quantities such as sine inverse of x, cos inverse of x, tan inverse of x, etc. are known as inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, in the power if you are having negative and if you are writing means that is the inverse trigonometric function. Okay, not only for sine, cos, tan, even for cosecant, secant, cot, if you are having the power minus 1, then it is the inverse trigonometric function. Okay, now sine theta is equal to x. See, I am keeping this theta alone, I am taking the sine that side means it will become sine inverse of x. Okay, this is the inverse trigonometric function. Here, now the domain and ranges of trigonometric functions are these. Now we are going to learn about the domain and range of the inverse trigonometric function. Okay. Now here y is equal to sine inverse of x, y equal to cos inverse of x, y equal to tan inverse of x, like that we are having. Isn't it? So now is equal to y I have written. This y shows the range from how to how it is ranging. That indicates the y. Okay, domain, this domain indicates this x. From where to where it is ranging, that we are denoting by the x. Clear? See, y equal to sine inverse of x means the domain it ranges from minus 1 to 1. And the range it will come from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, see I have written here closed interval. Okay, closed interval means in 10th standard itself we have done closed interval, open interval, everything. Isn't it? Closed interval means this and this value should be included. Okay, for cos inverse of x means minus 1 comma 1, but here the range will be 0 to pi only. Okay, for this you are having some graph, how this ranges, how this domain and all coming, you are having a clear graph. That we will see that later. Now you just understand this tabular column. Based on that only we will solve the exercise 4.4. Clear? Clear students all of you? Then in page number 45 and page number 46 you are having the property. Isn't it? Property 1, property 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there. Everything you are going to copy in your classwork. Clear all of you? All the 6 property you have to copy in your classwork. Y equal to tan inverse of x is there. So tan inverse of x means it will be set of all real numbers, which is mean minus infinity to infinity. Here the range will be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. In that minus pi by 2 and pi by 2 will not come because it is open interval. Okay, so all is nothing but the set of all real numbers. Okay, the domain indicates this x and the range indicates the y. From where to where it is ranging, we are denoting the tabular value. Clear all of you? Now we'll start exercise 4.4, which is very easy exercise. Okay, we'll start now. In exercise 4.4, the first problem is find the principal value of the following. Students, principal value is nothing but it is the range. Range we can say it as principal value also. Okay, now we'll see the first question. First subdivision. Sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. Now, previously we have seen the tabular value, isn't it? So, for sine, from where to where it is ranging? From minus pi by 2 it is ranging, we all know. That is the principal value for sine, isn't it? Now, we'll keep that. Now, our question is sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 is our question. So first step what you have to do means the given question you have to take it as let x equal to sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. For all the problem if they are asking to find the principal value means the given question you have to consider as any alphabet. Okay, even you can keep it here y z any alphabet you can take. Let x equal to sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. The second step, the sine inverse will go to the left hand side. Okay, which means when it is coming to the left hand side, it will become sine x. Sine inverse when it come to a left hand side, it will become just sine x. Here already x is there, so x alone is equal to what is left here remaining? Minus 1 by 2 is left. Now you all know the trigonometric tabular value. Isn't it? For sine, when you will get 1 by 2 in the tabular value. When sine is 30 degree, we will get 1 by 2. Isn't it? Now this 30 degree, how I am writing means 180 by 6 I am writing. Why means if you are dividing 180 with 6, what answer we will get? The same 30 degree only we will get. So this 30 degree, how I am writing? 180 by 6. 180 means usually we will write it as pi, isn't it? So the next step sine 180 instead of that I am writing pi divided by 6 is equal to pi by 2. So in the place of 1 by 2, what I can write now? Sine pi by 6 I can write. This minus I am writing commonly outside. Okay, you should not see the minus, you have to see just the value alone. Okay, now I am writing this minus commonly. Instead of this 1 by 2, what is 1 by 2 is equal to what value I am having? Sine pi by 6 I am having, isn't it? So I am writing as sine pi by 6. Clear? Now, from the part 1 session, I have told you about the odd and even function. Do you remember what are all even function and what are all odd function? Sine, tan, cosecant, cot or on odd function. Which are all even function? Cos and secant are even function. In odd function, if you see how we have to write sine minus of x means that minus we will write commonly outside. Minus sine x we will be writing. Isn't it? Now if you notice here minus sine x in that format we are having. So which is equal to what? How we have to write? We have to take the minus inside here, isn't it? So I am taking the next step minus inside. I am writing sine, I am taking the minus inside. Minus pi by 6. Why means sine is an odd function. Here sine minus of x only minus sine x. Minus sine x I am having. So on this side if I want to write means I am taking the minus inside. Now this side also I am having sine and this side also I am having the sine. I am just cancelling both the sides, sine side. Then what is here? X is equal to minus pi by 6 is the principal value for sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. Clear students, all of you the first subdivision. Now we will see the second subdivision. See the question, what is the tan inverse of minus 1 is the question. Now only we have learned the range of tan inverse, it ranges from minus pi by 2 to positive pi by 2. Now only we have learned, isn't it? Now we have to write for everything. Now what is the first step I told? The given function you have to consider as any alphabet x, y, z like that you have to take it. I am taking here x. Let x equal to tan inverse of minus 1. What do you do in the next step? You will take the tan inverse to the left hand side. So when you go to the left hand side, it will become just tan. So this x is equal to minus 1. Then in tabular value, in trigonometric tabular value, when for tan you will get 1. When tan is 45 degree, you will get the answer as 1. Isn't it? Now this 45 degree, how can I write? 180 I have to get in the numerator pi. So I have to put 180 only. So in 180 what number if I divide I will get 45 degree. In 180 if I divide 4 I will get 45 degree. Isn't it? Now in the next step instead of 180 I am writing pi divided by 4 is equal to 1. Now, in the place of 1, and don't see the minus, just we have to see the values alone. I am writing the next step the same minus. Instead of this 1, what I can write? Tan pi by 4. Okay, this and all for your in reference I am writing. Okay, when you are becoming very familiar, you don't need to write this, you can straightly write the answer alone. Okay, now instead of this 1, I am writing tan pi by 4. Clear now? Again, if you see, commonly we are having minus, which means tan is also odd function. Odd function means when it is having the minus outside, the next step I am taking the minus to the inside. So minus pi by 4, because tan minus of x is equal to minus tan x. Minus tan x I am having. So this I need, isn't it? So I am taking the minus inside. So minus pi by 4. This side also I am having tan, and this side also I am having tan. So I am cancelling that. X equal to minus pi by 4. I have got the value. Isn't it? So what value is that? That is the principal value of tan inverse of minus 1. Clear? So I have written, therefore the principal value of tan inverse of minus 1 is equal to minus pi by 4 is the answer. Clear students, all of you, the first and second subdivision? Students, second question, prove that first subdivision we'll see now. 2 tan inverse of x is equal to sin inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square. That is the we have to prove. Now LHS equal to RHS we have to prove. See here what they have given. Tan inverse of x they have given the LHS part. Isn't it? So that tan inverse of x I am taking it as theta. Let tan inverse of x equal to theta I am taking. The next step, if you see the tan inverse if going that side means what? Here only x is there, so that x. If tan inverse go that side, it will become just tan. So tan already here on theta, so tan theta I have written. Okay, now we have got x equal to tan theta. Now if you see sine 2 theta, this side what RHS we have to prove, sine we have to prove. So now you have to see in tan sine 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Can you able to recall this formula? Sine 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta plus 1 plus tan square theta. That we have learned, can we able to recall? We have learned in trigonometric ratio of multiple angles. We have learned, isn't it? In that exercise, we have learned sine 2a, cos 2a, tan 2a, sine 3a, cos 3a. We have learned the formula, isn't it? In that, we are having the formula sine 2a is equal to 2 tan a divided by 1 plus tan square a. We have one formula. Okay, so if you forgot this formula also, no problem, you can easily remember from the question itself. How means, see here, sine inverse of 2x I am having. See what I have written, 2 tan theta divided by, in the denominator what I am having, 1 plus x square I am having. So 1 plus tan square. So in the place of x you have to think tan. Like that if you are thinking means you can easily solve this problem. Clear now? So now sine 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. We are having the formula in the trigonometric ratio of multiple angles. Okay. Now the next step, sine 2 theta I am writing as such. Instead of tan theta what I have taken? X. So the next step if you see 2 into x divided by 1 plus again tan theta means x. So x tan square I am having. So the next step x square. Here, the next step I am keeping the 2 theta alone and taking the sine to that side. So it will become what? Sine inverse. Okay, when you are having just sine, when it is moving to the left or right hand side, it will become sine inverse. When sine inverse is moving to left or right, it will become sine. Here, so just sine, when it is going to that side, it will become sine inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square. Okay, the next step 2 I have written. Instead of theta, what I am having? Tan inverse of x I am having. So 2 tan inverse of x is equal to sine inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square. See that only we have to prove. We have proved LHS is equal to RHS. Write the last line ends proved. Clear all of you the second question, first subdivision. Next second question, second subdivision we will see now. See the question. tan inverse of 4 by 3 minus tan inverse of 1 by 7 is equal to pi by 4. Students, in the part 5 introduction part, I told you to copy the 6th property from your book in your classwork. Isn't it? This property tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. This is the property number 5 which is given in your book. Based on this property, I am going to solve this problem. Here nothing but this is one formula. Using this formula, I am just solving this. Okay. Now, tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y. What is the formula? Tan inverse of just x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. Clear all of you? Now I am writing the LHS part of the question is equal to. If you see in the place of x, what I am having? 4 by 3. In the place of y, what I am having? 1 by 7. So in the equal to tan inverse of, in the place of x I am having 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 minus y, in the place I am having 1 by 7 divided by 1 plus x means what? 4 by 3 into y means what? 1 by 7. Here in the next step the denominators are different, so what we have to do? We have to take LCM or else we can do cross multiplication. I am doing here cross multiplication. 7 4s are 28 minus 3 1s are 3 divided by 3 7s are what? 21 divided by this 1 I am writing as such plus 4 into 1 is 4, 3 7s are 21. Clear? Now the next step I am writing 28 minus 3 is 25 by 21 divided by, again I am doing here cross multiplication. 21 into 1 is 21, 1 into 4 is 4 divided by 21. So if you see here numerator also 25 by 21, denominator also 25 by 21. So both if you are cancelling I am getting tan inverse of 1. 1 means how can I write 1? 1 means 45 degree I can write. 45 degree how can I write? 180 degree by 4 if I divide I will get 45 degree. 180 means what? Pi. So pi divided by 4 is the, so tan inverse of 1 means which is equal to what? Pi by 4 only. Okay. Based on this I have written some int, that is not your answer part. Okay. This is the int. Now see what we have to prove. We have to prove which is equal to pi by 4. I have proved which is equal to pi by 4. That is our RHS. Write the line LHS equal to RHS, hence proved. Clear all of you this second question, second subdivision? Students, this is not your answer. This is just int for this line. Okay, how I am getting answer pi by 4? For that I have written here int. Don't write that in this answer, and if you need you can write that in this side. Next third question, show that tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 2 by 9 is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4. We have to show LHS is equal to RHS. Now if you see in the second problem, we have used the same formula only, but there we have used tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y formula we have used. Now in this question we are using tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. What is that? Tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Clear? Both will come in the same property. Property number 6. Clear? Now I am writing the LHS part of the question here. Okay. Now in the place of x what I am having? 1 by 2. In the place of y what I am having? 2 by 11 is equal to tan inverse of x means 1 by 2. So 1 by 2, 2 plus y means 2 by 11 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2 into 2 by 11. Clear? Here the denominators are different. So what I have to do? I have to do the cross multiplication. 11 into 1 is 11. 2 2s are 4 divided by 2 11s are 22. I am doing the cross multiplication. Here divided by 1 minus, here this 2 and 2 if get cancelled means what we can write? 1 by 11 alone is there. Here the next step tan inverse of 11 plus 4 is 15 by 22 divided by, here we don't have denominator, isn't it? So we itself have to consider the denominator as 1 and I am doing the cross multiplication. Clear? So 11 into 1 is 11, 1 into 1 is 1. So 11 minus 1 divided by 11. I told you many times for the denominator, again you are having the denominator means it will become reciprocal. So I am writing tan inverse of 15 by 22 into, what is that? 11 minus 1 is what? 10 by 11 you will get. So 10 by 11, when it comes to the numerator, it will become 11 by 10, isn't it? So I am doing the reciprocal. So 11 and 22 I am cancelling. 11 table. So this is 1 time, this is 2 time. 10 and 15 I am cancelling the 5 table. So here 3 into 1 is 3, 2 2s are 4. So tan inverse of 3 by 4. If you see, that is our RHS part. So write the last line, LHS is equal to RHS. Hence proved we have to write. Clear the third question? Fourth question, tan inverse of 2x plus tan inverse of 3x is equal to pi by 4. See the same formula I am using. What formula I used for third question? The same formula I am using for this also. Because they are given tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. In that format they are given the question. So I am again using the same formula. What is the tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y formula? Tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. That is the formula. So in the place of x I am having 2x. In the place of y I am having the 3x. So tan inverse of 2x plus tan inverse of 3x. I am writing the question. So this question how can I write now? Implies tan inverse of 2x plus 3x divided by 1 minus x into y, 2x into 3x is equal to pi by 4. This question is not show that or prove that. We have to just solve and we have to find the x value in this. So no need RHS, no need LHS. Clear? I am just writing the LHS part and for this we are having the formula. Isn't it? In that formula I am expanding is equal to pi by 4 they have given. Okay, in the next step if you see tan inverse of 2x plus 3x is 5x divided by 1 minus 2x into 3x is what? 6x square. 6x square equal to pi by 4. Okay, so the next step I am taking the tan inverse to the right hand side. What it will become? It will become just tan. Tan inverse when it is going to the right hand side it will become just tan alone. So I am writing 5x divided by 1 minus 6x square equal to tan pi by 4. The next step 5x divided by 1 minus 6x square equal to tan pi by 4 is value is 1. How I am saying tan pi by 4 value is 1 means pi means 180 by 4. 180 by 4 means what? 45 degree. So 45 degree means is equal to tan 45 degree value is what? 1. So I have written here 1. Next step I am doing the cross multiplication. 5x is equal to 1 into 1 minus 6x square. So 1 into 1 minus 6x square means what we will get? We will get the same answer only. See, I have written 5x is equal to 1 minus 6x square. Then I am taking both the term to the left hand side. 5x minus 1 minus when it comes to this side it becomes positive 6x square. Then I am arranging in the quadratic equation form. x6x square plus 5x minus 1 equal to 0. Afterwards I am doing the factorization. Okay, these are all factorization. In factorization another way also we can do. Here itself we can divide with 6. Because it's starting with 6, so 6 you can divide, so no need this step. If you do that method, you can do that method. Clear? This method is normally how we do, that is the method this 6x square. Then what answer I have got? 6x minus 1x minus 1 equal to 0. From this 2 I have got this commonly we are having 6x. So in the bracket we have to write x plus 1. Here the same x plus 1 here also we have to get. So minus 1 I am writing. So x plus 1 means you have to write 1x plus 1. Then 6x minus 1 you have to write. Then you have to write x plus 1 equal to 0, 6x minus 1 equal to 0. From this x equal to minus 1, which is not possible. 6x equal to, this side if comes 1, positive 1. X equal to 1 by 6. Therefore, x equal to 1 by 6 is the answer. We have solved. Clear students, all of you, the fourth question. Fifth question, solve tan inverse of x plus 1 plus tan inverse of x minus 1 is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 7. See, for fifth question also we are using the same property. What is that? Tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. The same formula we are using from the third question onwards. Okay, now I have written the question implies. I am going to expand in this format now. In the place of x, I am having x plus 1. In the place of y, I am having x minus 1. Tan inverse of x means x plus 1 plus y means x minus 1 divided by 1 minus x into y. So x plus 1 into x minus 1. Clear? Plus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. We are having here x and here also x. X plus x is 2x divided by 1 minus. What formula is this? A plus b, a minus b. A plus b, a minus b means what? Sorry. A plus b, a minus b means what formula is that? A square minus b square. Isn't it? So I am writing x square minus 1 square. 1 square you can write, otherwise you can no need also to write, because 1 square is what? 1 only. Here a plus b, a minus b means a square minus b square. So here x square minus 1 square we are getting. The next step is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 7 I have written. The next step, if you see, I am writing tan inverse of 2x, I am taking the minus inside. Minus x square minus into minus plus 1 is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 7. Here tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus 1 is what? 2 minus x square is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 7. Clear now? Here also I am having tan inverse. Right hand side also I am having the tan inverse. So I am just cancelling. So what is left here? 2x divided by 2 minus x square is equal to 4 by 7. In the numerator here also 2, therefore I am having, so we can cancel it to make it in the simplest form. So 2 table 2 1 times, 4 2 times. After cancelling, see I have written. What answer we have got? X divided by 2 minus x square is equal to 2 by 7. We have to solve and we have to find the answer of x. Isn't it? So I am doing the cross multiplication. 7 into x is equal to 2 into 2 minus x square. The next step, we are multiplying the 2 inside. 2 2s are 4. 2 into x square is 2x square. Then I am taking both the term to the left hand side. And then I am arranging in the quadratic equation form. So how will you factorize now? 2 into minus 4 is minus 8. It down you have to get 7. So how many times will you write? 8 once. 8 into minus 1 is minus 8. So 8 minus 1 is correctly we are getting 7. Okay, previous problem I have done with step no. Now I am teaching you how to do simply. Here in the starting we are having 2. So this both the number you have to divide with 2. If you divide 8 by 2 we are getting 4. Yet we cannot able to cancel, you keep as such. So I have written 4. So what variable we are using? X variable we are using. So we have positive 4. So write x plus 4. Okay, here also what variable we are using? X. So write x minus the same answer minus 1 by 2. Okay, next step, see I am cross multiplying 2 into x minus 1. This like we can write easily the factorize. Clear? So one answer is x plus 4 equal to 0 and the another answer is 2x minus 1 equal to 0. X equal to plus 4, if comes this side it will become minus 4. Here similarly here positive 1, so x is equal to 1 by 2 is the answer. Here all of you the fifth question. Sixth question, second subdivision, sine 1 by 2 cos inverse of 4 by 5. we have to evaluate. See, first what I am going to do is I am taking the cos inverse of 4 by 5 as theta. Clear? This part, cos inverse of 4 by 5, I am taking it as theta. The next step, the cos inverse is going to the right hand side. Then what it will become? Here just 4 by 5 is equal to, and cos inverse is going to right hand side, it will become just cos theta. So it has become cos theta. Clear? I have written the question here. See, sine, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Cos inverse. In the place of 4 by 5, what I am having now? 4 by 5 is equal to what I am having? Cos theta. So in the place of 4 by 5, what can I write now? Cos theta I can write. Isn't it? Next, sine. Cos inverse and cos theta will get cancelled. Similarly, sine inverse and sine will get cancelled. Not theta, cos inverse and cos alone is getting cancelled. Okay, similarly, sine inverse and sine also will can cancel. See, next step, cos inverse and cos I have cancelled. What is left here? Theta, here 1. Theta into 1 is theta, denominator by 2. So, sin theta by 2 we have got. Okay, now we have to see whether the cos and sin combinedly we have it, whether we are having formula like that we have to think. So, what formula we are having means cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta we are having. Okay, these are not you don't need. If you straightly know this formula, you can apply here. For your understanding, I have written this. See, cos 2 theta equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. We are having the formula. In that, I am taking the 2 sin square theta to the left hand side. I am taking the cos 2 theta inside right hand side. The next step, I am keeping the sin square theta. I am dividing the 2. Okay, the next step, if you see here, this is theta by 2 is the off angle. Off angle. If only just theta means it is full angle. Theta by 2 means off angle. So here also in the formula I have to change it into off angle. So everywhere theta I am changing into theta by 2. Clear? Sin square theta by 2 is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Okay, divided by 2. The next step 2 will get cancelled. So what I am getting? Sin square theta by 2 is equal to 1 minus cos theta divided by 2 I am getting. Okay, I don't need the sin square, I need just sin theta by 2 alone. Isn't it? So sin theta by 2 is equal to, I am taking the square root that side. The square is going that side means it will become square root. Square root of 1 minus cos theta by 2. Students, you don't need to write these things. If you know straightly sin theta by 2 formula means you can substitute here and you can solve it. Okay, suppose if you forgot this formula means you can have to derive like this and then only you have to find. Clear? Sin theta by 2, what is the formula? Square root of 1 minus cos theta by 2. See, sin theta by 2 I am writing square root of 1 minus cos theta by 2. Now, for cos theta what value we are having? 4 by 5. So, write here 4 by 5 divided by 2. The next step I am doing the cross multiplication. 5 into 1 is 5 minus 4 divided by 5 will get to, I am multiplying that 5 with 2. So what will I get? 5 into 2. 5 minus 4 is what? 1 divided by 5 2s are 10. So I am writing the question is equal to, for 1 if you take square root, the same 1 only we will get divided by, for 10 if you take square root, 10 only, we will take square root of 10 we will get. So this is the answer. Clear all of you? Only you have to buy what the formulas. Then it is very easy for you. Clear? Question. Evaluate cos sine inverse of 4 by 5 plus sine inverse of 12 by 13. Students, if you see here, inside sine inverse here I am having. So outside I am having cos. So how I am going to expand this means cos, this I am going to take it as A and this I am going to take it as B. So cos A plus B. In that formula we can expand it. What is cos A plus B formula? See down I have written cos A plus B equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is our formula. isn't it? So we need what is cos A value, what is cos B value, and as well as we need sin A value and as well as sin B value we need, isn't it? So what I am going to do is, first I am taking sin inverse of 4 by 5 as A. Okay, in the next step sin inverse is coming this side, so it will become just sin. So sin A is equal to 4 by 5. We know sine formula is opposite by hypotenuse. Okay, see I have drawn here right angle triangle. Opposite side I have written 4, hypotenuse side I have written 5. So we have to find now adjacent side. So how will you find hypotenuse side square minus opposite square we have to write. Hypotenuse square is nothing but what? 5 square minus 4 square is 25 minus 16 is root 9. So root 9 answer is 3. By that we have got the adjacent side answer as 3. Okay. Now easily, now we know 3 side. Now easily we can write the cos A also. How will you write now cos A? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is what? 3. 3 by 5. Okay. Now cos sine this A value fully over. Next sine inverse 12 by 13 we are going to take it as B. B equal to sine inverse of 12 by 13. I am taking the sine inverse to the left hand side. What it will become? Just sine B is equal to 12 by 13 alone. Clear? So sine B is equal to 12 by 13. Sine formula is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. When sine inverse it goes that side, it will become just sine B is equal to 12 by 13. Okay, now sine again formula is opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite side I have written 12, hypotenuse side I have written 13. So now I need to find the adjacent side. How will I find? Hypotenuse side square minus opposite side square. If I doing, I will get the adjacent side. So 13 square is 169, 14 square is 144. After subtracting I am getting root 25. What is the answer for root 25? 5. So adjacent side we have got 5. So cos B equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is 5, hypotenuse is 13. Now we have got what is sin A, cos A, what is sin B, cos B. Everything we have got. Now it is easy for us to substitute. See, I have written the question is equal to cos A plus B I have written. Okay, because sine inverse 4 by 5 value we have taken as A and sine inverse 12 by 13 value we have taken as B. Clear? This value we have taken as A and this value we have taken as B. Cos A plus B formula I am going to expand. What formula? Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. That is the formula. What is the cos A value we have found? 3 by 5. Cos B value is 5 by 13 minus sin A value is 4 by 5 into sin B value is 12 by 13. So 3 into 5 is 15, 5 into 13 is 65. 4 into 12 is 48, 5 into 13 is 65. So what I am going to do is, I am going to, since both the denominators are same, I am writing 165, 15 minus 48. If you subtract, we are getting minus 33 divided by 65. That is the answer. Clear students, all of you? It is very easy problem. Clear? Students, 8th question, tan inverse of m by n minus tan inverse of m minus n divided by m plus n is equal to pi by 4. Okay, that is the question. 8th question is prove that we have to prove LHS is equal to RHS. Now you know this formula, isn't it? From 3rd question onwards we have used this formula only. What formula is this? Tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. This is the formula. So in the place of x we are having m by n, in the place of y we are having m minus n divided by m plus n. So I have written the question LHS part is equal to tan inverse of x means m by n minus y means m minus n divided by m plus n divided by 1 plus m by n into m minus n divided by m plus n. Here in the next step I am doing the cross multiplication. m into m plus n minus n into m minus n divided by n into m plus n. Here divided by 1 plus m into m minus n divided by n into m plus n. The next step I am taking the m inside. M into m is m square, m into n is mn, minus n into m is nm, minus into minus is plus n square divided by n into m plus n. All divided by n into m plus n plus m into m minus n divided by n into m plus n I have written. Here, so what plus mn and minus mn will get cancelled. So m square plus n square divided by n into m plus n. Now here denominator I am taking n inside. N into m is nm, n into n is n square, m into m is m square, m into minus n is minus mn divided by n into m plus n. Now plus mn and minus mn is getting cancelled. Now for the denominator, again if you have the denominator, it will become what? Reciprocal. Okay. So I am writing this m square plus n square divided by n into m plus n I am writing. This part, if here what is there? N square plus m square divided by n into m plus n. This will become reciprocal. When it reciprocal, what will happen? N into m plus n divided by n square plus m square will come down. So everything is getting cancelled. So tan inverse of 1 we are having. Okay. Now in tan, when you will get 1, tan 45 degree is 1, you all know. Okay. That 45 degree, how can we split? 180 degree divided by 4 we can write. Okay, 45 degree, how can we write? 180 by 4 we can write. Okay, 180 means what? Pi. So pi by 4. Tan inverse of 1, if you know straightly, you can write pi by 4. Okay, so which is equal to our RHS. We have proved LHS is equal to RHS, right ends proved. Clear all of you the 8th question? Students, next we are going to see the 9th question. In your book exercise 4.4 9th problem, that question is wrong. You have to change it because where the question is wrong means show that sine inverse of minus 3 by 5 they have given. No minus 3 by 5, it is positive 3 by 5 only. Similarly, here in the question they have given minus 8, they are given plus. So here also minus sine inverse of minus 8 by 17 they have given in your book. No, it is not minus 8 by 17 only. Only then we can get that cos inverse of 84 by 85. Clear? So you have to change the question in your book. Now see, this is the formula for that. Sine inverse of x minus sine inverse of y. The formula is sine inverse of x into square root of 1 minus y square minus y into square root of 1 minus x square. So this is the property which is given in your book. Students, everyone has to write all the property in your classwork. Okay, and then only you have to start your exercise 4.4. Okay, not only writing the formulas in the classwork, you have to by got everything. Only then it is easy for you to solve the problem. Clear? For each formula, keep one int and you have to by got. Clear? Now we'll start the solution. See, I have taken the LHS part. So, see, in the place of x, what I am having? 3 by 5. In the place of y, what I am having? 8 by 17. So, I am writing sine inverse of x means 3 by 5. Square root of 1 minus y means what? 8 by 17 whole square. Minus y means 8 by 17. Square root of 1 minus 3 by 5 the whole square. Next step, sine inverse of 3 by 5. 1 square root of 1 minus 8 square is 64, 17 square is 289, minus 8 by 17, square root of 1 minus 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25. Sine inverse of 3 by 5, square root of 289 into 1 is 289, minus 64 divided by 289, minus 8 by 17, square root of 25 into 1 is 25, minus 9 divided by 25. Clear? So sine inverse of 3 by 5, square root of 289 minus 64. If you subtract, what we will get? 225 divided by 289 minus 8 by 17. Square root of 25 minus 9 is what? 16 divided by 25. So sine inverse of 3 by 5 into square root of 225, answer is what? 15. Square root of 289, answer is what? 17. So I am multiplying into 15 by 17. Minus 8 by 17 into square root of 16, you all know it is 4. Similarly, square root of 25 is 5. So I am multiplying by 4 by 5. The next step, I am just multiplying the numerator and as well as the denominator. I am not cancelling. If I cancel, I will get different denominator. So I am keeping as such. Similarly, here also I am multiplying numerator and as well as denominator. After multiplying numerator, sine inverse of 3 into 15 is 45 divided by 5 into 17 is 85 minus 8 into 4 is 32 divided by 85. So 45 minus 32. 45 you are subtracting 32. What you will get? 13 divided by 85. Clear? So now what we have to prove? We have to prove cos inverse of 84 by 85. But till now what we are getting? Sin inverse of 13 by 85 we are getting. So the RHS part we need it in the form of cos inverse. So immediately you have to think, for sin inverse of x, do we have any formula? What formula we are having? Cos inverse of square root of 1 minus x square, we are having the formula. So I am going to convert the sin inverse of x in term of cos inverse. Clear? So sin inverse of x, in the place of x I am having 13 by 85. This I am going to convert into cos inverse. Okay. Now see, cos inverse square root of 1 minus x means 13 by 85. Since we are having the whole square, I am writing the whole square. 13 if you square 169, 85 if you square 7225. Next step I am doing the cross multiplication. 7225 minus 169 divided by 7225. After subtracting, what answer I am getting? 7056 divided by 7225. Okay, square root of 7056 answer is 84. So square root of 7225 answer is 85. So cos inverse of 84 by 85 we have got. That is our RHS part. Clear all of you? Therefore, we have to write LHS is equal to RHS, hence proved we have to write. Clear students? Only if the question is in that format, we can get the RHS part. Suppose if you are solving by what question you are given in your book, we cannot able to bring it in the RHS form. So, you have to change the question in your book. Clear students? In exercise 4.4, the last question we are going to see. 10th question. Express tan inverse of cos x divided by 1 minus sin x. This expression we have to make it in the simplest form, the answer. Okay. Now in the 10th question we are using the many formulas. So for the formula derivation I have done. So what is the main formula? Just that formula if you are writing for the exam, it is enough. But you have to write all the formulas in your classroom. Only then you will be able to understand when you are reading. Here, see the first step, tan inverse of. The question also tan inverse of. In the question they are given cos x. We know the formula, sin 90 minus theta is cos theta we know. Isn't it? So, sin 90 minus theta, how can I write? Sin 90 means 180 by 2 minus theta I can write. Isn't it? 180 means what? Pi. So 90 how can I write? Sin pi by 2 minus theta is what? Cos theta. These three are same only. For your understanding, this 90 I am writing as 180 by 2. Okay, 180 means you know pi. So pi by 2 minus theta I have written. Okay, so sin pi by 2 minus theta is what? Cos theta. Here pi by 2 means what? 90. So here cos theta format we are having. So what I am going to write now? Sin pi by 2 minus theta. In the place of theta what I am having? X. So sin pi by 2 minus x divided by 1 minus again sin x I am having. Cos x means how I have written? Sin pi by 2 minus theta. Sin x means how we have to write? Cos pi by 2 minus theta. Okay, so you see sin theta means cos pi by 2 minus theta. Since I am having here sin x, cos pi by 2 minus x I have written. Clear all of you? Now, if you see the next step, again for the next step, I am using the another formula, which is sine 2 theta is equal to, what is the formula we have seen before? 2 sine theta into cos theta, we have seen the formula. But we have to here using the off angle. So off angle means we have to divide the theta with 2. See, is equal to 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. The same formula I am taking off angle. So off angle means the theta you have to divide with 2. Okay, so in the same formula everywhere theta I am dividing with 2. So next step 2 will get cancelled. Sin theta, how can I write? 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 I can write. Isn't it? Now here sin theta I am having. This full is theta. So this, how can I write sin theta? 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 I can write. Isn't it? See, 2 sin theta is nothing but pi by 2 minus x divided by 2 cos pi by 2 minus x divided by 2. Here I am expanding in this formula. Here for denominator again I am using the another formula, which is 1 minus cos 2 theta is equal to what formula we are having? 2 sin square theta we are having. Isn't it? Now everywhere I need the off angle only. So I am dividing the theta by 2 here also. Okay, 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 is equal to 2 sin square theta by 2. Here, now if you see here 1 minus 2 if get cancelled, what will I get? 1 minus cos theta is equal to 2 sin square theta by 2. So now 1 minus cos theta I am having. So for this whole, how can I write now? 2 sin square theta by 2 I can write. Isn't it? 2 sin square theta means what? Pi by 2 minus x divided by 2. Here in the numerator I am having 2, denominator also I am having 2. I am cancelling 2. If you see here sin pi by 2 minus x by 2, sin square pi by 2 minus x by 2. Here this sign and here one sign will get cancelled. So what will be the numerator? Cos pi by 2 minus x by 2 divided by only one sign is getting cancelled, isn't it? So another sign will be there. So that sign I am writing sin pi by 2 minus x by 2. Outside the same tan inverse I am writing. Here next step, cos by sin means we all know the formula cot theta. So see, tan inverse of cos by sin means cot pi by 2 minus x divided by 2 I have written. Because cos by sin means we all know it is cot theta. Here now this divided by 2 I am taking to each term. So tan inverse of cot pi by 2, already denominator 1 2. So 2 if you multiply 4 minus x divided by 2 I have written. Clear? Next I am going to convert this cot into tan. Why means outside I am having tan inverse. So if inside if I have tan, both will get cancelled. Isn't it? So to make it this cot into tan, what formula we have to apply? Tan 90 minus theta. What is the formula? Tan 90 minus theta. Cot theta we are having. Isn't it? This pi by 4 minus x by 2 is full of theta. Okay, this cot theta, next step how I am expressing means tan inverse of cot theta means tan. I have written tan. 90 means pi by 2 minus theta. In the place of theta, what we are having? Pi by 4 minus x by 2. I am closing the bracket. Next step, tan inverse tan pi by 2. I am taking the minus inside. Minus pi by 4 minus into minus plus x by 2. Here pi by 2 minus pi by 4. If you simplify, what we will get? Otherwise you can do cross multiply also. 4 pi minus 2 pi. 4 pi minus 2 pi divided by 8. So what you will get? Pi by 4. So that pi by 4 plus x by 2 I have written. See, tan inverse and tan we have got cancelled. And what is left? Pi by 4 plus x by 2. That is the simplest form of this expression. Clear all of you the 10th question? Students, only if you are thorough in the formula, you will be able to work out all the problems. So the first step is you have to find out all the formulas. Clear students? With this 10th question, I am completing the exercise 4.4 and as well as we are completing the chapter 4 trigonometry also. Clear students? To learn the trigonometry before starting, you have to read all the formulas. Write all the formulas on paper, by got it, and then you can start doing the problem. Clear students? Thank you.